Akwa Ibom as a state, an APC, Akwa Ibom State chapter, has never had it this good. On the 13th of June, 2023, the whole of this nation, including the presidency and the All Progressive Party and the senators, the 108 senators, came together to stand by our own Senator Godswill Akpabio, who emerged as the president of the Senate. By your accounts, that emergence and that contest has been the most transparent, the most competitive, and of course, in terms of credibility, it has been the most. Just immediately after that, ministers were appointed. Akwa Ibom had the opportunity to also producing his own nomination of a ministerial nominee. And we have a minister for petroleum gas. We've never had it so good. And on the tail of that, the Central Bank of Nigeria was reorganized. A new central bank governor emerged, and deputy governors. And one of the deputy governors of the central bank is from Akwa Ibom, one of us. And we have reason to also say thank you. Now, the FCT reconstituted its cabinet. One of us from Akwa Ibom is the secretary of the FCTA, Federal Capital Territory Administration. And the people can never, there is no alternative to gratitude to the president, to the Nigerian people, to the National Assembly and Senate particularly, and of course, the Nigerian media community. And just last week, one of us too from Akwa Ibom was screened as one of the resident electoral commissioners, a former bureaucrat, former civil servant, retired permanent secretary, was screened as one of the resident electoral commissioners. And we believe that when gratitude is too long, it may get stirred, and people may think we are not very grateful. So it became imperative, and I have the mandate of the state party. You know, all the time is now to pull the entire Akwa Ibom to come to Abuja is going to be a fortune. So I was mandated by the state party, along with the program officer of the party at the national here. The youth leader is coming in, and the woman leader. They're all coming in together to come together to tell you thank you. This thank you has no conditions attached to it. But if in the course of it, you have any question to answer, any question to ask, you are free to do so. But from our hearts, there is nothing very special than to call all of you to tell you thank you. It's not enough to send mails to you individually. Send mails to government. There are various ways of expressing our thanks. We have engaged other channels to say thank you. But this is the ultimate and the open one we are coming out to say now. But if you have any other question to ask, you may kindly do. Thank you.
Thank you. The questions
I want to start from my brother, Omo Bazwaye. The issue of Sir Etekamba Umoren as a nominee, Resident Electoral Commissioner, is very clear. And I'm also aware of the petitions, complaints, and all of that. I can tell you that the law on the issue of the person who should not be, said should not be a card-carrying member of a political party. Etekamba Umoren is a bureaucrat. He served in Akwa Ibom State Executive as a permanent secretary, a career civil servant as a permanent secretary. And he was employed in that same executive, not by the political party, as the chief of staff, and then secretary to state government, not to serve a political party, but to serve a government. So there is a difference between a political party appointment and the government appointment. I have also seen that, he wore the uniform of APC. The law is very strict on who, there are plethora of Supreme Court cases on who is a member of a political party. The member of the political party must be not only a card-carrying member of that party, it must be in a financial standing with that political party. His name must be amongst the registered members of that political party. And not, the prescription has nothing to do with uniform or mode of dressing. I can go to, during our campaigns, I can mention some of you who are not members of APC, but for my sake, came to visit me and participated in a rally, and I gave the face cap for them to use. They used the face cap. That does not qualify them as members of the political party, because their names are not there in the register of members, neither are there of financial standing in a political. That's a very simple prescription for who is a member of a political party. So for you to take ordinary mode of dressing, this is an African tie and dye, what I'm putting on now, representing a particular tribe in Ghana. Will you carry a protest against me that I should not serve as the special advisor to the Senate President because I'm a Ghanaian by my mode of dressing? The answer is no. Because a citizen or a member of a group or an organization is not determined by the clothing he wears, but by membership of that of that organization. And every organization has a defined criteria for its membership. So I want to see those who are opposed to this to come out with the register of members of the political party. Members of the political party, and come out with it. And I'm sure you are also aware, in this age of artificial intelligence, AI, I can wear this clothes, and then they can change this garment to become suit while I'm talking to you. So, you must be aware that the possibility of cloning is also possible. You can't rule that out. But what substantially defines a member of a political organization, party, or anything is one, the register of membership. Two, meeting the criteria so set out by that organization. So it is not true, it is speculative, it is spurious that Etekamba is a member of the APC. That's not correct. Then number two, you said that it was Daily Post, either Daily Post or leadership, that he came out of the APC, he defected from APC. There is not, he defected from PDP. There is no issue like defection. You resign from a political party to join another political party. In joining another political party, there are set up criteria. You don't defect. Even football, which is ordinary play, you don't move from this team to begin to wear the jersey of this team and start playing. No, there are standards. If ever he was a member of PDP, they must come up with a resignation to show that he was a member of the political party. This has been his resignation letter. And when he resigns, he must apply to APC to become a member, and that is authenticated by membership card, his name in the membership register, and his dues. He must have paid his dues. Anything outside this is spurious. We must interrogate it properly. So those people who are saying that it should not be the Resident Electoral Commissioner or that is being partisan, there are behemoths of monstrous dimension, and they cannot come with all true sense of cleanliness and come out to say that the guy does not justify that. He's a bureaucrat. We have facts. He has been a permanent secretary. We have facts. He has been a director in the civil service. We have facts. He has been a secretary to state government, not appointed by a political party, but by government of Akwa Ibom State. He has been a chief of staff. None of these positions suggest membership of a political party. So I respectfully ask, thank you that you asked that question. I respectfully urge upon you to disregard and take a step further in educating others on the facts in this case. And if, as we are talking, those persons, civil society group and whatever, if they have not sent in one petition against Etekamba other than a press briefing or press conferences, they're supposed to bring out a petition, attach register of APC or any other issue suggesting its membership, and they will have sent them to the Senate. That will have helped to be able to put it. But under the principles of fair hearing, you must also have the opportunity to listen to the other side. I am not the spokesperson of the Senate, neither am I the spokesperson for Etekamba, but I'm a witness of truth. Could be said to be an opposition, but not government. Because the moment you are being sworn in as a governor, as a senator, as a member of the State House of Assembly, or whoever, once you take the oath of the Federal Republic and the oath of allegiance, you are not pledging your loyalty to any political party, but to the government and the people. So to that extent, everybody, the governor of Akwa Ibom State is the governor of the people of Akwa Ibom State, regardless of the political parties, true or false. So to that extent, what you use to determine in terms of political party strength is going to be the votes. In the last election in Akwa Ibom State, PDP had 2 senators, APC had 1 senator. They had 2 states, two House of Representative members. You cannot use that to judge. At the end of the day, what you use to judge is the issue of good governance. Because the people want to see that there is accountability that must reflect in the representation at whatever level you are. So we are for good governance and not the issue of political party management. Is that okay? Thank you. Thank you. I want to also say that the issue of the manual, wearing manual jersey and what does it suggest, is an issue of perception. So the law is not operated within the province of perception. The law is represented by facts and content. The fact of being, what does it take to be a member of a political party? You must be a card-carrying member. You must be a card-carrying member. You must be of a financial standing. So beyond being a card-carrying member, your name must be in the register of members of that political parties. There are a lot of Supreme Court legal classicals in that matter. So it has nothing to do with a garment. You can go to a wedding of a political chieftain, and the uniforms are provided. I gave you an example here. Some of you put on the APC cap during the last campaign, but you are members of PDP. So that did not suggest that you are members. So to determine who is a member of a political party, the law is clear. And of course, the law says res ipso liquitor. That is a fact will always speak for itself.
Okay, Honorable, me, I have a question.
Okay. Also says whoever alleges must prove. That's the position of the law. Whoever alleges must prove. So if they are saying that he's a member of the political party, they should go beyond the garment, which is decorative, and bring out either the membership card, membership register, or anything to show that he has been paying his dues, that he is a member of the political party. So the preponderance of proof have now shifted to those who are alleging. They should be able to prove with those facts. What did you say?
Why are you celebrating him?
No, I am saying this is an Akwa Ibom project. I've said so. It has nothing to do with political party. We are, as a political party, we are saying, federal government, thank you. We are saying, the Nigerian media community, thank you. We are saying, National Assembly, who partook in the screening of these people, thank you. And that is simply that. As a political party, we have a responsibility to thank the federal government for what they have done for the entire people of Akwa Ibom State.
Okay.
If the Senate were to be a rubber stamp Senate, the presidency would have not submitted 40 names for ministerial screening, and they declined to approve 3. If the Senate were to be rubber stamp, they would have not gone all the way in taking certain measures, like when the electricity companies wanted to increase the tariff by 45%. To increase the tariff by 45%. It is the same Senate that said no, allow Nigerians to breathe. And that is why the electricity in your, I'm sure in your environment is not going through that upscaling in terms of price. So if you want to look at that and the various activities of the Senate, they just came back from a retreat in Akwa Ibom. The first retreat was on the leadership. Then the subsequent one, which I just finished, is about, it was only one of the entire Senate. It was about tax reforms. And if you go through, if you don't have, I will oblige you. If you go through the 8 points resolution of that, you will realize that it is a focus, it is a ready-made, it is a capacity-loaded, and it is an initiative-driven and innovative Senate. If you go through it, it has something to do with the executive. They were very pointed in that respect. And I hope you will not only stop at having this education. As you are going out, you also tell others that this Senate is going to be the best in our annals. Thank you. When we started this briefing, I introduced myself as the leader of the forum of 2023 APC candidates in Akwa Ibom State. I think I was not mistaken in that fact. And I also went ahead to say that I am one of the leaders of APC in Eket Senatorial District. And I proceeded to introduce the man on my left, Gabriel Etudo, as a program manager, sorry, not program manager, senior program officer of the party at the national. And on my right here, he will apologize properly, is Comrade Emmanuel Amama. Emmanuel Amama represents the party. The opportunity to have the 10th Senate President. Gave us, from the 10th Senate President, Nigeria has benefited from it to produce a member of the Global Executive Committee of the International Parliamentary Union. It has never happened for 59 years. It's because you gave Akwa Ibom an opportunity to preside over the Senate. And the good fortune that trails Akwa Ibom as a state has now manifested into international diplomacy and the issue of an improvement for Nigeria as a community. You gave us the deputy governor of the central bank, and we are saying we are grateful. You gave us a minister we've never had, right from the time of Don Etiebe till today, we never had. So you gave us a minister for petroleum gas. We're supposed to celebrate, you know. And just yesterday again, we proceeded to give us one of the resident electoral commissioners, a gentleman who is non-partisan, a gentleman who is a bureaucrat, a gentleman who has gone through the ranks of the civil service. So, but I am telling you this as a carrier of the truth, as a crusader of fairness. So I think that explains that. Thank you. Awesome.